All right, we're welcome, guys. What's up, guys? Welcome back to some more reactions. Today we are back with a Patrick CC video: how extreme home makeovers destroyed families. Now, if you're letting a bunch of guys come into your house, destroy it, rearrange it for a series, and you think that's a good idea, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. Even if it's free of charge, I can't do this. I really can't. Nah. Now I'm here. They destroying families. I think I've seen like clips here or there that families are just like, like this is we gave you. This is what you did.
Imagine one morning you wake up to this guy screaming outside of your house into a megaphone. You walk outside to find out that he is with a television crew and they are sending you and your family on a 1-week vacation, and during that time he is going
1 week? That's it? 1 week? What is he gonna do in one?
to demolish your home and build you a brand new one from the ground up. Although it's pretty obnoxious, it sounds like a pretty good deal, right? Well, it is a good deal until it...
How is that legal, bro? Destroying a whole house. Wait, is that okay? It's been a minute since I've seen it, and what I know from Extreme House Makeover is like from bits and clips that I watched like years ago. But destroying a whole house and like making a new house on top of it.
It's not.
I'm just wondering what the finance on that
community
is.
Members, property tax increases, bills doubling to tripling, and even more family struggles. Many of the families that were featured on
Oh my god! And think about it. Let's say you spend like considerably less than what the house is now, bro. You're living in a little a 2-bedroom house. A 2-bedroom house, 1 bathroom, and now all of a sudden you got a 2-story house, 5 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and you're wondering, how am I gonna pay for this? How am I gonna go from this to that? How am I gonna afford this house? That's I can see a lot of people. I can understand why a lot of these homes are closed.
Extreme Makeover Home Edition ended up worse off than before Ty Pennington showed up on their doorstep. But to fully understand how some families were negatively affected by what seems to be a very generous gift, we must first take a look at the families that were carefully chosen to get these home remodels. Typically, individuals would fill out an application form on the ABC website, which required them to provide a story of why they deserved a new house. You could also nominate another family, such as a friend or a member of your community. Every episode starts with a story of the deserving family in need, such as a family that lost their mother or father, a family with a disabled child, a family that's living in poverty, or a family affected by a natural disaster. Since this was a reality television show, it was very important to produce the most tear-jerking episodes possible, featuring stories that would deeply tug at the viewer's heartstrings. Some people argued that specifically targeting families who had endured
Oh my gosh, TV was like, reality shows were just wild, bro. I remember this like wife swap reality show. Married couples switch their wives. That was funny. I think I might go back and watch that. Like you have a beautiful wife, she can cook you the best meals you can ever, and then you wife swap with somebody else, and then it's weird. Like, it's like, it's just I feel like there's like a flow. You know what? Let me not say more. Okay, it was funny. Reality TV shows were funny. Okay, I loved watching when they build tree houses for little kids, like make it into a whole full house. Like, just stick a house, stick a good sized house up in a tree house. Like, that tree house got electric and everything. It even got its own water.
unimaginable tragedy.
Like you can kick your kids out and they can just live in that treehouse and they'll be just fine. They'll just be just fine, yeah.
And faced overwhelming hardship was ABC.
Okay, this last time I'm pausing. what if like people start making houses in trees, right? Just think, if for every house in the front yard, there's a house in the backyard on a tree, though. That'd be a good. That'd be interesting if they can make that work.
Exploiting them for better ratings. Joe Scarborough of MSNBC claimed that Extreme Makeover has a secret wish list of victims the show is trying to hunt down. They want to find a family who has multiple children with Down syndrome. They want to find a child with a rare condition that causes rapid aging and death. They want to find an extraordinary mom or dad
Oh, they're scouting? They're scouting homes now? What?
who's diagnosed with Lou Gehrig's disease. Now, if the show was a
Like, yeah, if this family can just have like 10 kids that have Down syndrome, that'll be really great for our ratings, okay? That'll be really nice. Just give us 10 kids, yeah. One of their parents is lost. Well, yeah, the sobby stuff. Just let it. The more emotional and gushy it is, the more our ratings go up. Okay, just
aggressively targeting these people, sure.
The NBA gotta like find out who their scouts is. If they're finding people like this on the dot, like,
that's a bit weird, especially because it's likely for the TV ratings and not for charity. However, it is still a good deed. Plus, if they helped out middle-class families or ones that seemed like they weren't that bad off, they would be criticized for not focusing on a more deserving family. I don't think Home Makeover is taking advantage of the families. However, I do think that monthly subscription sites take advantage of you and know that
you can't give a home makeover to a millionaire. Like,
most people forget to cancel their subscriptions. Well, today's sponsor, Rocket Money, is here to help. Rocket Money is an all-in-one finance platform that helps you save more and spend less.
Rocket Money, yeah.
To get started for free. Get your money right. Once the participants were selected, the crew would treat the families to a fully funded vacation to destinations such as Hawaii, California, or Florida. During the family's trip, ABC would rally hundreds of contractors, construction workers, and volunteers in the local community to help. Sometimes they would even make Facebook pages so all their neighbors could stay up to date. Oftentimes, the volunteers are critical for the house getting completed on time. Then, Ty Pennington would video call the family and show his crew absolutely destroying their house. And sometimes they would take it too far. Take the Rapati Pierce family, for example. The mother and father were both police officers, and one tragic night, Christina was shot during a foot pursuit, which led to her being paralyzed from the waist down. So they hired the LA SWAT team to place bombs inside of the house, detonate them, then drive a massive battering ram attached to an armored truck to destroy the house. Now, obviously, they have to do demolition to rebuild a new house from the ground up, but it would still be a bit traumatic to watch your home filled with all those memories get smashed to a million pieces. But the ridiculousness didn't stop there. Remember, this is reality TV. Just building a very practical, standard, and modest home wouldn't be good enough. So the carpenters and designers were pushed to create increasingly elaborate designs and gimmicks to boost
okay, that's too much.
ratings, such as this airplane-themed bedroom with bags of peanuts as curtains, this very small backyard that was converted to a miniature go-kart track. How many trips around that go-kart track would a kid be able to do before they get absolutely sick of it? Why not a playroom with a ball pit containing 27,000 plastic balls? And my personal favorite, a teenager's room entirely made out of duct tape.
Desk. I have a bedspread and a pillowcase made out of duct tape.
The designers would take one small facet of their personality and dedicate the entire bedroom
I'll be like, excuse me, can I have my house before this? What is this?
to it. Like this toddler who said he wants to be a cardiologist when he grows up. So they put EKG signals on the walls and a dresser designed to look like.
Stop it. This is traumatic, bro. Imagine at night you see you think you're seeing a monster staring right back at you, but no, it's just a giant heart on my ceiling, bro. I just look up. It's a giant heart. It's just a giant heart with the rib cage over it. You think it's a monster, bro? I bet he never slept in this room once, bro. Since
like a human heart. Rooms like this seem
like you're thinking you're hearing ghosts, but really they just stuck speakers. It's like hidden speakers in the wall that makes it so like you're actually in a heart. You know, you're wondering what that noise is. Is it the boogeyman? No. It's a part of the theme. No, you're not hearing ghosts. And no, it doesn't go away every time you turn off the lights.
Very
not
difficult
programmed
to
like
age
that.
in, and the tacky designs would actually take a considerable amount of effort to change.
Who would
But
live in
sometimes
this?
It wasn't just tasteless designs. They would
Try
actually
selling
create
this.
new responsibilities that the family may not have even wanted. For example, this teenager got a jacuzzi that took up half the bedroom. Could you imagine your room constantly smelling like hot chlorine water? The
Oh my
cost to
god.
maintain a jacuzzi is only about $20 to $40 per month in sanitizer and chemicals, but even doing the maintenance is a burden that maybe nobody wanted. Just draining that water every 3 to 4 months like you're supposed to would be incredibly inconvenient. Another thing they did often was add huge fish tanks or animal habitats, like this boy's room that looks like the reptile section at a pet store, complete with frogs, turtles, and lizards. Buying pet food,
Why?
supplies, and cleaning the tanks is even more important because it will
I got a whole PetSmart in my bedroom, bro. Yeah. The koala bears are in my closets. You know, they like to sleep during the day. Why would it? Why? Oh yeah. The tarantulas. Yeah, they're just under. Tarantulas. They like sunlight. You know, we like to keep it a little roomy. Oh wait. Oh shoot. Where's the Black Widow? She's not in her cage. Just having a Black Widow crawl on your bed and just.
will literally kill the
That's
animal.
one
if
way
you
to become
don't.
Spider-Man.
Extreme home makeover inserting new responsibility onto you without your choice isn't only annoying. For some people, it created even more problems and financial stress that ultimately forced them to move out of their homes. Now, most of the time, ABC would entirely pay off the home for the family. However, owning a home is more than just paying the mortgage. Expenses such as property taxes, utilities, and home maintenance add up extremely quickly. There have been multiple reports of families whose expenses doubled, if not tripled, within the first year of living there. The Dickinson family went from an 1,800 square foot ranch to a 6-bedroom, 4-bathroom, 4,000 square foot super home equipped with cutting ranch to a
Before, every time I think about this, I think about plastic surgery.
6-bedroom,
These are?
4-bathroom, 4,000
After, you know, on the outside you got a beautiful home. You know, it looks so spectacular, but on the inside, it is dying on the inside. Okay, this is the place you do not want to be at, bro. Outside looks very beautiful, very, very new, very clean. On the inside, there's things you're not even. You wonder why do we have them, bro? It's like what am I supposed to do with this, man? We got a whole water slide coming down from the stairs down. Like, why? What are we gonna do with all this water, bro? We got a whole engine in the basement. Just
square
waking
foot
up
super
everybody.
home equipped with cutting-edge
This
technology,
is
so it's only natural to assume that the bills would go up. Their electric bill alone went from about $200 per month to as high as $600 after. Their property taxes tripled. The wife, India, said she wasn't worried. My husband works and I work, so if I have to work another job to help keep it up, that's what I'll do. But as the
That's
years
what
went
I will
on,
not
it got
do.
worse and worse. And in October of 2016, William filed a Chapter 13 bankruptcy petition to save his home from foreclosure. He had only $5 in cash, $287 in a checking account, and $15 in a joint savings account at the time of filing. However, it seems like they never lost the house, because on 2022 Google Maps, you can see William and his daughter standing outside the front door, proud of their estate. But that situation was nothing compared to the Oakvath family. The Oakvaths were from Gilbert, Arizona, and their story began with a heartfelt letter from their daughter, Cassandra, who requested the show to renovate the cancer ward where she had been a patient. Touched by Cassandra's selfless request, the producers not only granted her wish, but also surprised the family of 9 with a 2-story mansion. The construction involved a massive team of 1,600 contractors and volunteers that garnered attention from across the state. Unfortunately, this wasn't happily ever after. Utility costs reached $1,200 for electricity per month and $400 per month for water. Property taxes increased from $1,600 pre-makeover to $5,600 after. Brian lost his job and was battling depression. With no other immediate solution, they used their house as collateral to take out a $405,000 loan. It was an adjustable rate mortgage, and the payments became too much for the family to handle. This was their dream home, and they knew they couldn't afford it. Craziest part is, they never even asked for this in the first place. The ironic part about these situations is that people's first instinct is to doubt the families. Why couldn't they figure it out? Why not get another job? Why didn't they just sell the house? Most of the time, nobody wants to buy these homes. The Oak Vats listed their house for $1.8 million, then slowly started to lower the price over the next year. Out of desperation, they ended up selling for $540K, just enough to break even on their loan and maybe put a down payment on a new place. The Beach family have been trying to sell their home since February 2013. The price tag started at $700,000 and is now down to $535,000. They say they've had to sell because the upkeep of the house is just too much now. It's a unique home and will take a unique person to buy it. Most critics forget the reason these families got these homes were because they were struggling in the first place. Many of them had pre-existing debt. Some of them
You'd think that they would try to help make them struggle less, and instead of making the homes look like an amusement park, bro.
weren't even homeowners in the
I wouldn't be surprised if there's like a roller coaster sticking out of my ceiling, and just goes loop de loop in and out throughout the walls of my house, and lands into the pool. Comes like the goddamn Olympic-sized pool they made in my backyard, because yeah, why not? Everybody wants an Olympic-sized pool. Gets out, comes up, wraps around the house, in through the kitchen wall, down through the basement, and then comes out the other end. Yeah, you only have to pay for, I don't know, like 4 times the amount you already paying. Okay.
first place. They were renting the house and ABC bought it and built them a new one. Combine these money issues with the family trauma they were all experiencing, and it's a recipe for disaster. From my research, every single family that sold their house sold it for less than what it cost to build. But no matter what reason they chose to sell their house, they faced backlash from the community. Since each home is a community project with hundreds of volunteers, they look at the home like a gift from their neighbors. The Hassel family decided to sell just 3 years later because it was too much stress to handle. Then a publication interviewed members of the community to see how they feel. A lot of people gave time, product, and services. Some are very angry. Some I've run into have asked, why do they deserve it? There was even a letter written to the...
It's like, you know what? It's like people are so easy to comment on things that they don't have. Okay? Like it's easy. Yeah. Why do they even why sell the house? This is a dream home. Oh, anybody would die for this house, but they just sell it. Oh, such a disappointment. Okay, it's easy to say that when you don't even have the house, when you don't even you haven't even lived in it. Okay, you don't pay the bills for the house. It's easy to comment on it. Okay, you don't know what they're going through, or or what's happening in their but it's so easy to say, oh, if I lived in this house, oh, I would be living it for years on years on years. This would be a dream home, oh, I'll be so happy. Just wait till you step in that house and start paying them bills. If you can't afford it, I don't know.
The local newspaper that titled, "The entire Hassel family story is a disgrace and humiliation to this community." The Harper family's house foreclosed, and the mayor's response was, "It's aggravating. It just makes you mad. You do that much work, and they just squander it." Because
do you know how many neighbors I speak to in my neighborhood? Just one. All right. And they're not even my next door neighbor. They're like across the street neighbors. And really, you don't really, it's not like I'm going to my neighbor's house asking, hey, can I get a cup of sugar? Do you have any sugar? Yeah, I'm not doing that. Okay, we'll just say hi from a distance. And I just if I'm walking down the street, okay, trying to get inside my house, and I see them, we make eye contact. Get in the house. That's it. That's the only time your conversation. Okay, don't that's it. Yeah,
because he helped vault a massive beam into place in the Harpers' living room. The Nicholas family received a home after the father died from contracting hepatitis C when he was pricked with a patient's contaminated needle. 9 years later, the home was foreclosed because the mother could not manage the previous home mortgage and new property taxes that tripled in price. I feel bad because so many people came together to help us, she said. I know I shouldn't feel like I let them down, but I do. Many of the families feel guilt and shame that they couldn't live happily ever.
If I gotta spend more on a house than I did before, that house is just useless. Okay, one, you can't even make a good profit on it because nobody wants to be in this house just because how ridiculous it looks. Okay, you know, what? I don't want my room looking like a pirate ship, bro. I don't want a pirate ship theme room, bro. I'm not gonna pay somebody to paint over it. You can keep the house. ABC, you can keep the house.
Most of them
man.
don't want to sell their houses, but the financial stress and family tragedy is
keep the house and pay me the money for my old house. I don't care.
overbearing. As the years went on, ABC scaled back
gotta
their
live somewhere.
projects because so many homes were being foreclosed on. They eventually realized these over-the-top charity acts were too extreme to be truly helpful, but then their ratings dropped since the homes weren't extreme enough for TV, which led to the show being canceled in 2012. I also noticed that they only have a small selection of episodes available on Hulu today, and all of the families who went on to sell or get foreclosed on got their episodes removed from streaming services.
Wow.
It turns out when you find a broken family facing hardship and financial problems, build them an extremely oversized home with ugly interiors.
I wonder what's the craziest house they've made. What's the craziest? That's just this is more of an amusement park than a house. I wonder what it is.
In the middle of a neighborhood surrounded by other homes not even worth half as much as the new one they just built, it ends up doing more harm than good.
Very few things in history.
Okay. Yeah, there it is. Sometimes a little too much is a little too much, man. A little too much is dangerous. It's poisonous, actually. Okay, and oh my god, bro, reality TV is just so much. You had to do something that was like overdone and over needed to make a little dent. Okay, which for my enjoyment, it's great. For these people, is just. You gotta make some commitment with that. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. If you already hit the like button, subscribe, okay? I've seen your comments. Thank you for your support. Namaste, alright? It really means a lot to me when I'm getting feedback on my videos, you know, always growing, always learning. And it's a blessing, okay? Thank you. I got a gaming channel. Link is in the description. I'm playing Marvel Spider-Man 2 when is it coming out? October, whenever it comes out. I'm playing the game, but you do not want to miss out. Follow me. Link is in the description below. Okay, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.